Yeah, I know that sounds weird, don't it? But yeah, welcome folks to an update video of the strangest proportion because yeah, I have no clue why it would sound like that, but it just is what it is. So I'm just gonna play something in the background as I do my update on the things to come. So let's start off by what's going to be happening this week. For one, I will not be here for most of this week because of Anime Expo being in town. So Wednesday, which is day 0, I have my I just received my badge some weeks back. So for the most part, I pretty much have everything set up to where the only thing I would need to do is, well, go on down there and get my badge holder. And then after that, I'm pretty much going to go eat and prep for the weekend. So between the days of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I will not be here. But I will be at the Los Angeles Convention Center, as always, doing what I do best, which is basically after everything that has happened this year, I'm going to basically let the beast all over. Because if you guys don't know, it's been a hectic year, in all seriousness. And yet it's been a very good year. It's been a crazy year. It's been a year of something. So every time when July hits, guess what I'm doing? I'm taking myself a 3-day hiatus. A 3-day break. Take your pick. But when Anime Expo is in town, guess what? It's not going to be the Tenkaichi of gaming up there. No, it's just going to be me, Izzy. And there's a difference between, you know, me being who I am on YouTube and me in person. Everybody knows that I am a Let's Player. And even now with what I've been doing for what it's been worth, I'm actually glad I'm doing something that is worth my time. And that's working at an agency. Putting in my hand to basically do announcements, ads and such, characters and the like. And with my workload, you never have to worry about it because all I need is just a day to get whatever they ask of me done. So it's like this. Depending on the load, they would send me either 1, 2, or maybe up to, say, 5 assignments that they want from me. And most of them are for future projects. So what I am doing is basically future projects for say companies, animated series, whatever the project is. For the most part, it's always to be decided or to be announced. I don't question what I do, I just do it. I give it the best I can do, and therefore, after all that, I don't complain. So even my coach, her workload's being picked up because, well, she's getting parts. And the same thing with me. My workload is being picked up, and all I'm doing is just that. It's just getting those parts out, putting them on the site, and let go and let God. Now, what does this mean for Let's Plays? Absolutely nothing, because while I'm currently doing the Let's Plays you're seeing in rotation, what you don't know is that pretty much everything that I've been doing, especially on PS4, pre-recorded ahead of time. So it's like, say for instance, you saw Arisan, Warriors of Legend. I did that 2 weeks in advance prior to me posting it. So I did like in say 3 or 4 days. And all I did was just see how long the game was, okay, and just played it. And my apologies for if the music was so loud, it basically overpowered my commentary. Basically, I have no control over that. Some of the games really just don't have, like, say, a volume. And some games do. So, if there's a volume control, I'll use the volume control. Or at least turn up my TV. Or at least, if not that, turn off the TV to where I can hear the music and everything. And at the same time with my mic being here, my Turtle Beach mic. Because mind you, when I record on PC, I'm using my Blue mic. So that means whatever it is, it is a pretty damn good mic. You can hear just about everything. Even with the creak of my chair, you can hear that. Especially when I'm moving. Even though I'm not really moving, I'm just like talking as is. But then again, this chair is rather old. And one of the things I plan to do is get a new one. More than likely, either something close to a recliner or a gaming seat. And with things going on within the house, we are getting it all straightened out to where it needs to be straightened out. I'm not going to go into the details, but just know we are getting it straightened out. To where, what happened to my folks will not be happening again because we actually got people working on our case.
Out of here! Home run!
That was like the saddest looking home run scene I've ever seen. But like I said, it's just been one hectic sort of year for me. I'm glad that throughout my endeavors, I'm actually doing something with my time and actually saying, well, being a Let's Player, it really has been a great boon in my life because it has been my therapy, strangely enough. Even when things got hard, I play a game, I provide my commentary, I say my thoughts, I feel a whole lot better about myself. And let me tell you, you know, without video games, as being my release of sorts, I would have been in a worse off area than I should not be. So, all things considering, I'm glad that I'm a Let's Player for that one reason. Even when we have the ceremony for Mom, as what they call a home going or a homecoming or whatever it is, a homegoing. They call it a homegoing. It just felt so good just saying what was honestly on my mind, because namely they looked at me and they couldn't believe I said everything that needed to be said. I said I'm an author and an accomplished one at that. I have plans to continue on my book series and things past that, and that is true. I do plan on continuing my book series right after this whole mess is over and done with. And for what it's worth, it's going to pay off. Everything that I'm doing now for myself is going to pay off. And if people just don't see the fact that I'm pushing it, just to say, oh hey, my name is such and such and such. I'm on YouTube. I'm also a voiceover actor. I plan to go great places and great lengths just to basically say it was worth it. It was worth it for my family. And you know what? It was a great endeavor. I still find what I do as a great endeavor. So it really is just that. It is a great endeavor just to say, I'm doing something more. So even with therapy. And mind you, this is the month that I will actually graduate from one-on-one therapy. Since I've shown great progress after my mom's death. And for most people who don't know, I was depressed. And her death really brought that out. It just manifested itself upon me to where I pushed myself too hard to where I had a heart attack. And that runs in our family. And even I told, I don't know how many people that. And they look at me and they couldn't believe it. Like, me? You went through all that? Yeah, I went through all that. So especially when it came to mental health, most people don't know, but it's like this. I'm one of those victims of that, of the isms of mental health. Because since I was 5 years old, since I was 5 years old, I had cerebral palsy. I still have cerebral palsy, and if I seem to be repeating, I don't apologize for repeating because there are new people who don't know me, so I'm sharing this while I got the chance to do this. So the ism is, if you have a disability, you are considered a retard. That has been the ism for many long years. And now they're actually looking into changing that aspect. Like, okay, you may have a disability, but it doesn't make you stupid or anything like that. And I've been a victim of that ism for many long years. But to me, I said, well, nothing I can do about it. As long as it made me somewhat normal, to where I have 2 hands and 2 arms, that's normal enough for me. They can say whatever they want to say about what's going on in my head. They don't know what goes on in my head. And all I can say is, I hope that what I'm saying is somewhat inspirational to those who are listening. Because let me tell you, having a disability is a chore within itself. It is a battle for some people who can think and who cannot think. So I tend to think, for someone like me, who is somewhat intelligent to a point, I've done quite good for some time, to where I made a book. Now that speaks volumes right there. It's like, yeah, I don't know how many disabled people you know on YouTube that actually made a book. And not just one. It's one of many books that I'm making. That are being made, I should say. I just never found the time to sit down and, actually write them because life has been going on. So, let's just say what I'm doing as far as this is concerned. As far as July is concerned, it is basically my getaway from everything that has been like crazy and hectic as far as home life and family life is concerned. And going to AX is for me my escape, my release, my reward. I see it like that. It's my reward. 3 days, me up there, enjoying myself. It is a wonderful reward. And so far, I can only say thank God I'm still going to this place. And I know the area well enough to know, okay, I know where to go to eat, to shop, and where I can take the bus. To and from home to the convention center, and vice versa. So that means after everything, I'm I'm grateful I am doing something wonderful. And it's bearing fruit. That's the most important thing. It is bearing fruit.
Now. Strike. 3-0. Chase.
So, with that said,
Out.
after all that has been said, when I put this up, it'll probably be on a Wednesday.
Strike.
Right before I head out to AX and get my badge. So, you guys will see this around Wednesday. It'll probably be the only video I'll have up.
Chase.
But, I guess since I'm still talking and this is still going for a while, because I plan to replay it if there is a replay on this for watch. I guess I should talk about what's coming up on the channel past August. So a lot of games that I'm working on, pretty much are returns. And what I mean by returns are games I've basically stopped because of life. And most times when I'm recording, I record for a good 2 hours, whether I'm making progress or not. And most of the time I am making progress. And it'll be on a lot of games. So, while this is going on, while this is all going on, I got a lot of projects that I need to come back to. So I call them returns. So, aside from what I'm working on right now, as well as you can tell, I'm working on Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I'm currently on Chapter 5, or rather Chapter 6, and there are 20 chapters. I'm also finishing up the posting of Fist and Arch Star Lost Paradise. I've also figured that Yakuza 2 will probably be done around the 58 parts, and the last part will be done in a stream. And I feel that's the only way I'm going to have to finish the rest of the game is through a stream. Because I thought about redoing it on Steam, but thinking about it, like, well, not on this rig will it work for me. And like I said, when everything has been pretty much taken care of as far as the house is concerned, the one thing I plan to do is upgrade to a 10. With all my data still intact, of course. So another thing I've been working on, like I said, you already seen Arslan. I plan to come back to Tembo, the badass elephant. It's really a matter of just meeting the quotas. That's all it really is. So it does kind of slow things down in a sense. I also plan on going back to the RCO edition of Earthbound. As the Tenkai Project. Also, as the Tenkai Project, there's Sidebuster. I plan to come back to Sidebuster. I'm still working on Phoenix Wright Revisited, and I'm nearly done with the final case in the first game. There's also the fact that I will do all 3 games, but like I said, it'll take some time for me to do it. But it'll still be ongoing regardless of the special I'm doing right now for summer, which is Kamikame. Speaking of Kamikame, I will also be doing reviews of some movies and comics. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a video on AX because you've probably seen it one too many times, but then again, if you still like it, well, you'll like it even more because there's going to probably be probably 2 videos of me going around AX, and what I might do is I might consider putting them all together in one video, just so it saved me the trouble of basically putting up 3 different videos in which I could just mesh all the videos together and just say, well, this is what I went through all 3 days. So I'm hoping I do something different, like say karaoke. Because there is one song in particular I have been somewhat practicing in my spare time. And it's an old anime song from the 70s. It is in English. From a series that pretty much no one has hardly ever heard of. I'm not sure if it'll be recorded, because if it does, I swear you will not see it. Because knowing how YouTube is, oh hey, it is considered copyright material. But I will have fun with it as well as, singing it. Funny, I've never done karaoke in all my life, and yet I have this grand interest in it. At least do it once, and, So, do whatever you like it once in your life and just go with it. If you like it, enjoy it. You don't like it, still enjoy it because you have fun. For the sake of fun. Now, another thing I've been working on, a few PS2 titles in the background I've been working on. One is Shining Tears. I will be coming back to Shining in the Darkness as well when everything blows over, especially with AX. I will also be coming back to Tales of Symphonia. Since I'm doing Tales of Vesperia, I'll be coming back to Tales of Symphonia, most likely finishing it that before the year's up. As well as Xenogears. That's going to be one of those games that's just simply going to be what it is. Simply put, it is just going to be that much crazy going through Xenogears. A second time, but this time beating it for the sake of beating it. It's the same thing with all my projects. The same thing with Vi. Never beaten Vi. And I plan to beat Vi on the Sega CD.
Stop.
Now, I'll be honest, I also will be bringing Phantasy Star 3 back into the mix.
Out.
Like I said, when everything kind of just evens itself out to where everything is calm,
Strike.
I will just basically go back and just do a lot of mass recording.
Out.
Regardless of what happens, you know. And I know this month I also have a doctor's appointment to check out on how my heart's been doing. And for the most part, my heart has been doing wonderfully well. So for the sake of everything that is going on, yeah, I've been keeping myself very much active. Despite the hardship that has been going on with home and family,
Out.
it really hasn't really affected me because most of it is just me
Stop.
balancing it and surfing with it, you know.
Out.
I mean, that's what it is, just trying to get through it one day at a time.
Stop.
I also been doing a lot of reading as of late. One such book I've been reading has been Sun Tzu's The Art of War. And I remember I went to Kunokia to find some books, and
Kate.
since my birthday, I have been reading quite a bit of books. Aside from Rurouni Kenshin, I've been reading The Art of War. I also have on hand a book I plan on reading in my spare time, The Record of Love's War by Mizuno Ryo. Yeah, based off the anime of the same name. I also have Bravo Man. You know, it's basically like a big comic book with some commentary on the side, you know, that sort of thing.
Stop.
Yeah, based off the game and the webcomic of the same title. I have quite a bit of books I really would like to get back to. And yeah, well, while at AX, I am definitely going to look for whatever is left of Yu Yu Hakusho, because I have not finished that series as well.
Strike. Strike.
I will also have a review for Crying Freeman. More likely after AX is done and after I'm done with everything else. I got a lot of projects going on this year.
Stop.
And I feel the need to really just share most of what is going on and what's going to be happening.
Stop.
Only a bit at a time, though.
Out.
So, pretty much it's just been touch and go with everything as far as life is concerned. So the only thing I could do is just that.
Safe.
But for the most part, the most important thing is I'm here
Safe.
still.
Safe.
And for what it is worth,
Out.
I'm not letting anything just bring me down.
Ball.
Excuse me. But yeah, as I said, it is pretty much, it is what it is, as we all say,
Safe.
as it has been said.
Strike.
So I mean, I guess the next thing I'm going to have to do is update my Let's Play list of completed games. As for the Tenkai project, I also have on backlog
Time.
Dragon's Dogma,
Go.
and that'll follow right after Earthbound, since that is the second on the list. Sidebuster is basically a special since March, so it'll still be counted as a Tenkai project, but still, it just won't have like a number, you know, because I'm treating it like Super Robot Tyson, with it going from numbers to now letters, and the recent one has been T, and I don't think it's. And I'm not sure, but I'm still gonna check on PS4 about that. I might ask while I'm up there this week.
Time.
So I think that will do it for me and my future endeavors on the channel, as well as my life. Another thing I want to do is promote a few channels.
Rio. Change.
A few channels I still find interesting are the RCO channels.
Time.
There's Big's channel, Ryu's channel, Sheena's channel, 40's channel, Mac's channel.
Go.
That's pretty much the whole crew. Goldrat will also be soon be streaming again, so you can join him on Twitch TV when he starts streaming. As I mentioned, as for the rest of the RCO, Sheena has started streaming wrestling. So I've been the only person, well, one or two people who actually goes to her streams. And she streams on YouTube via PS4. Now that's what I'm pretty much going to be doing as well, because there are some games that I have that I really would like to stream, aside from the Yakuza games. But, like I said, I only have one day committed to streaming, and that will be Saturday. Sunday is usually my work day of getting stuff done for the agency, as with every other day, but I do some, some other projects, some other voice projects that I wouldn't mind being a part of. And of course, they're also to be announced and to be decided. And we shall leave it at that. So yeah, we also have Ryu's Friday stream. He streams every Friday. Also on Twitch TV. We also have Big streams, and he streams almost every goddamn day. So if you like Final Fantasy 14, he has a day for that. If you like Dead Space, he has a day for that. We also have 40, the snark of the great snark of the East. He streams on Thursdays, all over on Twitch TV. As well as Mag, and he streams either on YouTube or Twitch. Take your pick. He might be streaming Sunday, I am not entirely certain. Or he might be streaming Thursday, like I said, not entirely sure. maybe Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure.
3-0. Chase.
But when he does stream, he streams some weird shit. Some interesting but weird shit. And it's the good kind of shit, too.
Foul.
I mean, really, he does stream the most interesting games on his channel.
Foul.
And for the most part, it does give me a bit of a snicker just seeing the weirdness that asks the question, what has gaming wrought? And of course, you know, Ryu, he streams on Friday. Currently, he, among other people, are streaming Bloodstained Ritual of the Night over on his Twitch channel.
See.
And, well, y'all know me. I record more than I stream, so everything I'm posting is always going to be on YouTube, so there's that. But for the most part, yeah, I think I gave everything its proper place. Everyone has their own share of shoutouts. So therefore, yeah, for what it's worth,
Hi.
do go visit each and every one of my friends.
Out. See.
The Random Co-op Incorporated, or as we like to call it, RCO Industries, RCO Industries and RCO Enterprises. Well, I'll call it like this, RCO Industries and Enterprises. We do games because we like to. God damn it. It's not because we feel like it. It's just because. There you go. But, I think I covered everybody. If there is someone missing, please let me know. And please don't fight on this page, please. On this channel. On this video about who didn't get what. Everybody got one.
Hi.
Everybody got a mention. So therefore, a thank you will be in order. Trust me. Y'all need help as much. Y'all need as much help in promoting, in channel promoting, than anybody else. And I have done my job as far as provide you with quality entertainment and providing others with their quality entertainment. If I've not covered what each and every person's playing right now, okay. Well, Ryu's doing an RCO version of Final Fantasy VII. 40 is still on The Legend of Dragoon. Big is still doing Deponia and Landstalker.
Hi.
And then there's me, which you see I'm doing quite a bit of anything and everything. And still at the same time, I got a backlog about yay wide and this long.
Strike. Strike.
That said, though, that said, I don't have anything left to say except if I don't see it, have a safe and wonderful 4th of July.
See.
I understand there are no guarantees about what's going to happen as far as barbecue is concerned. Eat at your own risk.
Out. See.
And shit at your own risk. And if you're going out, be careful and enjoy
Strike.
what the fourth means to you,
Strike.
what it means to everybody. We have freedom,
3-0. Change.
and that's something that's a rarity in any shape or form, no matter how you look at it. So,
Strike. Foul.
with knowing how this game is,
Out.
as with most video baseball games, we know that
Strike.
this game is gonna go by stupidly fast, especially with the way this commentary is right now. We already know.
Strike.
We already know what's gonna be happening.
Strike. Foul.
We already know that the score has been set.
3-0. Change.
And on top of that, it is telling me right then and there that the 11 of 7 might be in my future. And it will be. 'Cause
Foul.
by the time I put this video up, I'll probably be at AX.
Foul.
But hey, everybody got a mention.
Out.
So I hope those who are watching do swing by their channels.
Strike.
Everyone has worked their asses off into providing the best kind of entertainment they can possibly give, with or without commentary. So with that said, my friends, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi,
3-0.
and
Change.
this pretty much has been my update of things to come, things that have been happening, and things that are coming back. So at that, my friends, Dai Tensou! And I will see you right after I get back from AX.
Time.
Enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll see you next time. And with that,
Strike.
well, I think I'll wait till the end of this ball game just to say it.
Out. Change.
It's not gonna be that long either.
Out.
Unless it's gonna be stretched out a little longer.
3-0. Change.
I don't think it's gonna be stretched out a little longer.
Ball.
In fact, I'm pretty certain it's not gonna last that long.
Out. Strike.
In fact, I'm pretty positive it's not gonna last long at all.
Out. Change.
It's a big good match though, as far as I've been watching. 11-9, bottom of ninth, yeah, that's
Strike.
pretty one of the closest scores I've ever seen in a video baseball game in a while.
Foul. Ball.
And if you don't see it, I am smiling.
Foul.
So this was Extra Innings, brought to us by Sony ImageSoft. Yeah, Extra Innings, brought to us by Sony ImageSoft. And as I said, I'll see you next time. More likely after I have went to AX, and I'm pretty much going to have a video of the madness that was there for all 3 days. Hopefully it'll work out the way I want it to work out. So with that, my friends, Dai Tensou, take care, and I'll see you next time with even more great content. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. And, well, I'll see you next time. Again, enjoy the 4th. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, but you're probably going to do it anyway because, you know, that's how y'all are. I'll see you next time.